guys, and welcome back to A Fountain of Books. So today I have Miss Salem with me. She is my newest addition to my pack. My little sister saw her at my mother's landlord's house and decided she had to have her. My parents said no, the cat can't live with us, and so now Miss Salem lives with me. Hold on, sorry for the different angle, I had to move, but isn't she just too cute? You can kind of see her. I did end up naming her Salem Annalise, and she lives here. My boys are taking it pretty well. She cannot stand the puppy. It's her least favorite person in the house. But she lives here and we're making do. She meows at me a lot. Come here, baby. Let me see yours. Oh, you're purring. You're purring. Oh, don't at me. Okay. So yeah, this little thing is the newest member of the pack, like I like to call them. And she is into everything right now. Everything she can be. This is her first time. Ow! Ow! Was that a love bite? It's her first time being in my new book room, and so she's just very curious. Okay, here. Let's get back up there. You liked it up there last time. So, today we're going to talk about my end of October, November TBR. A lot's been going on with me lately, and so I haven't had a chance to film. We are mastering the art of falling still. I haven't had a chance to film. I haven't had a chance to do much of anything, so yeah. I'm going to tell you what I'm reading currently and what I'm hoping to finish soon, and then what I'm planning on reading for the rest of October and all of November. November is my birthday month, so I'm hoping to stay home and read more as a birthday present to myself, but we will see what happens. So, first thing I'm in the middle of is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second one in the Throne of Glass series. No, I have not gotten very far in it. I am about 100 pages. My attention's been kind of split a lot, obviously, and so I haven't had much time to read, but I do want to finish this. I am loving the series thus far. I just honestly have not had a chance to pick this back up, but I will, and I'm excited to. Next thing I've been listening to is Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. This is the second one in the Miss Peregrine's, I think, Home for Peculiar Children. If you don't know what this series is all about Jacob, who goes to an island because his grandfather tells him to, and what he finds there. The cool thing about this series is it has all these old photos in it that actually relate to the story. Weird. That relate to the story and to the... I am not your shelf. Hi. That relate to the story, and your characters actually come from those old photographs, which is really cool. Hi. Hi. Are you gonna hang out? I don't think you are. Yeah. Yeah, my squeaky girl. You can go over there. Go on. There you go. Okay. Next, I'm in the middle of House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I am 376 pages through this one. This is what I'm hoping to finish today or tomorrow. I am in love. I'm halfway through. It's taken me a long time to get halfway through, but I'm honestly so excited to get this book done and to see where this goes. I'm loving it, which I'm probably sure you've heard from everybody else. I am loving it. I will say the first 60 pages ripped my heart out, and I've been taking it slow ever since because it ripped my heart out. So that's what I'm going to say about that. If you've read this, you know what I mean, and I got attached way too quickly to the characters in this book. Next is going to be, I'm also reading The Witch's Daughter. I don't remember who it's by. I will put a picture up somewhere around my head of it. I don't know how far I am in it. I picked it up before I started reading this again and fell in love. I am liking it. I just put it down to read House of Earth and Blood. So that's the 4 I'm currently reading, but on to the TBR for the rest of the month. So, like I was saying before the cat decided to attack me, on to the next, onto my TBR. First, we have Gloria O'Brien's History of the Future by A.S. King. I have read Everybody Sees the Ants by her, and I loved it so much. I want to read another one by her. I bought this like 2 summers ago and just have never had a chance to pick it up. I do want to go ahead and pick it up. It is on my 20 before the end of 2020 list, and then so I'm hoping to get to it. I probably won't get to everything on that list, but hopefully I can get to this one at least. History of the Future by Gloria O'Brien's History of the Future. I have no clue what this is about. A.S. King likes to write, she writes weird books. Everyone Sees the Ants is about a kid who basically his grandfather was lost in the Vietnam War, and he dreams about his grandfather and like has live conversations with him and stuff. Yeah, and you don't really find out if it's a dream, if he has powers, like none of that's ever stated. It's all about him growing and him coming into who he is and dealing with that grief. So I'm assuming this is going to be another one like that, but we will see. Next is another one that's on my 20 before the end of 2020 list, and that is The Death of Mrs Westway by Ruth Ware. I've heard great things about her. I started trying to listen to The Woman in Cabin 10 and just didn't get into it, so I'm hoping this one's better than that one. Death of Mrs Westway, I believe, you can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments and correct me, but I believe this one's all about a girl, she's needing money and she needs financial support basically, and she gets a letter in the mail saying that her grandmother or her rich relative has died. And the letter's not for her, it's for a different person with her same name, I think. And she decides she's going to go claim the money anyways because she's in need and she could actually use it. And things just start to happen from there. But I don't know much. It is a thriller, so I don't want to go in knowing too much about it. Next, I actually got this suggested to me from YouTube. Don't try to tell, I don't know who did it, but somebody suggested this to me on YouTube. And that is The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hawkwich. This one is all about a neutral place in hell where unfinished stories, the characters of unfinished stories go to basically rot. And what happens when one of those characters breaks out and decides to go kill their author. Next is We Have Always Lived in a Castle by Shirley Jackson. This was a gift, or I borrowed this from a friend. I have no clue what this is about. She said it was one of her favorite books. It's really short, and throughout the month of October, I've seen everybody suggesting this book and saying it's just creepy. So I want to get that read as well. Next is Classic Tales of Horror by Edgar Allan Poe. I think I've read one poem or short story, but that was it. It is spooky month and I love spooky things in general, so I want to read this in the next month and a half for my birthday, all that good stuff. Next on my list are 2 books I want to finish because I've started them both. One of them I'm over 50% through and just have not made the time to finish. The first one, hi, what? I see your little paw. What do you need? Oh, okay, you knocked something over already. Yeah, you're a menace. Salem Annalise, you are a menace. Okay, you go. Cool. Okay. The first one that I'm not 50% through is Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. It's such a hefty book. I am 150 pages through this book. And I love it. I love the characters. I love them. I want to see where this ends up. And honestly, just have not picked it back up. It's such a big book that it's not a good one to carry with me, and I carry all of my books with me, so probably why I haven't finished it. I'm trying to see if my library has an audio of it, because if they do, I would fly through and probably just reread, but I do want to finish this month. And lastly, the one I'm more than 50% through is European Travel for a Monstrous Gentlewoman by Theodora Voss. This is one of my favorite series ever. I'm 540 pages through it. It has 706, guys. 706. So I literally have 146 pages left. I may finish this tonight instead of reading House of Earth and Blood. I might just sit down and finish this tonight because it's so close. If you've never heard of this series, it's one of my favorite. Sorry, kitten. I don't have the first one with me anymore. I don't think it's on my. Oh no, I do. It's right here. Hold on, let me get it. Come to me. So this is the first one, and that is The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Glass. So I'm not gonna tell you much about this one because it's a continuation of this one. It will give you major spoilers for this one if I go into this one. So this is all about Mary Jekyll. Within the first 10 pages, you find out her mother has died, and she had a dowry that they were living off of, but it only lasted until her death. It was very common for women in that time that, their father gave them a dowry, but it ended with her death. And now Mary is broke. Her mother's financial advisor tells her, well, your mom has been paying for this Hyde person to live in this place for a long time now. Maybe you could get, you can stop paying for them to live there, basically, and you'll save some money. She fires him and goes, thank you. Well, I'm going to go see what this is about, because Mr. Hyde is wanted for killing a man, and there's a reward for his, for him to be turned in. So Mary thinks, I'm going to go get Hyde. I'm going to turn him in. I will be able to live a little longer. It'll be great. She ends up firing a lot of the house servants and stuff. And that kind of goes on from there. Now, this book is unique because, this is a really good one. This book is unique because, as you can see, it has the characters' names and their lines. They interrupt the book. And if you're a big person where you like a plot to be just straight out plot, you don't want it to be spoiled or anything, this is not the book for you. Because the girls do spoil it. If you have sisters, if you have siblings, I would say, not even if you have sisters, if you have siblings, you'll love this. It was like reading my childhood, because when you're reading the story, they start bickering about that's not how that happened. Or I didn't think that. Have you lost your mind? And the girl who's actually the author writing this is like, you can see how annoying they were and how does she put it? How annoying and how much they interrupted me because I'm leaving their comments in here, and how senseless it is to change. And honestly, I loved every minute of it. Again, it felt like coming home. The story is really, really super interesting. It has a lot of literary scientists and a lot of literary scientists are in here. If you like classics, you will really enjoy this. There's a Frankenstein, there is a Jekyll and Hyde, there is a Moreau, a Frankenstein, and a Rappaccini. Moreau and Rappaccini I didn't recognize. Frankenstein, of course, I recognized. Jekyll and Hyde I recognized. It's super, super interesting, and a really good twist on some classics that you may have already heard of. I'm sorry if my audio just picked that up. That is my water heater in there because of the fact it's trying to fill. You know what? I'm gonna add one more book to my TBR. I wasn't going to, but I see it sitting up there now and want to. And that is Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I have not finished this. Guys, I really need to. Really, really need to finish this book. I just haven't. I am currently 392 pages through 658. So I'm over halfway through. Now I just need to finish it. It looks like it's a little... Anyways, I just want to finish it. I've heard people hate this, and I've heard all the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star reviews of it. So far, I'm loving it. I love seeing the Colons interact and that perspective of it, because they were always a more interesting part to me than more than Bella. Seeing them be a family and seeing them actually act like brother and sister is really interesting to me. And to see what happened when Edward wasn't near Bella it's super interesting. Now I will say his thoughts about her do get a bit obsessive and a bit annoying, but I don't mind it. I went in knowing that was going to happen, and honestly, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I just want to get it done at this point, just to say I have finished it, because it is a honking of a book. So that is all the books I want to read for the next month and a half. Some of these might actually carry over till December. We'll just see how much I get read and how much I'm able to, finish. If you like these videos and you like seeing my face, please subscribe, like, comment, share. If you've read any of these, please leave your thoughts in the below. Please don't spoilers in the comments though. I would love to read them and love to discuss them with you. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this. Me and Salem say bye. Bye, guys.